Okay, I'm doing a sit-down video today. I got this new hat that I wanted to try. Wait, that's bad. We're gonna do a sit-down video today because we're gonna talk about my college career days. Thought I'd do maybe like a little Q&A. Although none of you asked this question, I did ask ChatGPT, so yes, they did ask me a bunch of really good questions, so I'm going to share on, and we can get to know each other, and then you can know why I love swimming, why I'm passionate about swimming, and why I think having an athletic mindset is the best thing, and I just want to share. So here we go. Why did I start swimming? So I started swimming because my older sister Gabrielle used to start swimming, and so I wanted to start swimming. I was a really active kid, played basketball, ballet, volleyball, track and field, and swimming. Swimming just stuck with me. How did I end up swimming at a Division I level? I used to travel an hour to an hour and 15 minutes to go to practice away from my hometown growing up, and at a club, all year-round club. And so I just got really competitive. I traveled a lot, and I reached out to a lot of schools and put myself out there, and I got a lot of offers and took a lot of trips to different schools, and I loved San Diego State. I loved the weather, the outdoor school, the outdoor swimming pool, and as you can see, I stayed here after graduating because it's San Diego. If you've been to San Diego, if you haven't been to San Diego, go take a vacation there because I'll show you around. It's like the best place on earth. That's why I chose San Diego State University. What were my expectations versus reality? That's a good question. I think expectations, I've always had the goal of swimming. Like when I was 8 years old, I think on my swim team, the Sharks in Colville, shout out Washington's. But I think my goal was to swim in the Olympics. Like I loved swimming so much, and I watched the Olympics every 4 years. Like it was just something I poured a lot of my time and love into. And so my expectations for going to college, actually, I knew there was going to be a lot more practicing, a lot more fast girls on the team. Like I think I was pretty well prepared going into it, so I didn't have a lot of like unpreparedness, which is really a blessing. I think I went to college before COVID hit, and then during my freshman year COVID hit, so I think that was a little unexpected. It was COVID. My 2 years following that were awful and just very isolated and hard at times. So I think that took a really big bummer on my just competitive motivation spirit. But other than that, I loved the swim meets. For swimming, you have to taper for a really big meet at the end of the year, and that's when I thrived with. But with college swimming, the season's a lot shorter. It's from August to February, and so that I wasn't really expecting that transition, and really hard to train a lot and taper and race and then be good at every single meet we went to. So that was, I think, the hardest transition. This section of questions called Lessons I Learned, because I love sports psychology and just what it takes to have a mindset of being an athlete. And so the first question is the biggest lesson swimming taught me. In college specifically, I was surrounded by so many girls with one goal in mind. Really surrounding yourself with like-minded individuals and then having the same goal, I think, has taught me the community is the biggest gift you can get on earth. And so yeah, you can't do it alone. And so yeah, that's what college swimming taught. Sports shaped my work ethic. I remember some of the hardest workouts in college. I would literally cry tears and filled up my goggles, and you gotta dump it out and go again. And so there was times where I pushed past that barrier of I can't do it anymore, it's hard, I want to quit. It's you can't let those thoughts. And so I feel again, being surrounded by good coaches, good teammates, that also helped me push the barriers a little bit. And my coach was really said this a lot, was get comfortable being uncomfortable. And so I think my work, that transitioned over to my work ethic, like in life, like when things get hard or when you're really low, like surround yourself with people, and then you can also get to the end and see the rainbow. So what did I wish somebody had told me before graduating? I think growing up, swimming was my identity, and I was like, in high school I was known as like the swimmer, and then in college it's like you have swim practice, you have swim meets, your weekends are busy, like swimming is always in the back of your mind, and that's what you plan a lot of your trips around, is like swim practices, and like all your traveling plans are around swim meets. And so something I wish somebody told me before graduating was to not have swimming be the sole purpose of your life, if that makes sense. Like, I wish I joined more clubs or maybe did things outside of swimming, and I did the excuse of like, oh, I'm too tired, or I can't, or blah blah blah. But if you just do one new thing a month or something outside of swimming, I think that helps that transition a lot to swimming every day, to like swimming 0 times ever. Things I miss and things I don't miss. Things I miss are getting free athletic gear every year. Like, that was pretty spoiled. Very blessed. Things I don't miss is alarms. I'm not a morning person. I don't like doing morning workouts, and so that's why I like to do afternoon workouts. So I hated the alarm clock. I hated jumping into really cold water at like 6 a.m. Do not miss that. I miss living with teammates. I think that was really fun. I really enjoy swimming. I am 25 years old. I graduated 2 years ago, swam 5 years at Division I level, and I'm just now trying to figure out what I want to do in my career, in my life, in the future, long-term goals. And I'm always trying to think of something new, or like, oh, I should learn about this, or like, curiosity and learning is still really great, and I still want to do all those things, but it's not like, it's not going to happen overnight. And so I have to really think about it and be like, what did I love growing up, and what was my passion? And it was swimming. Like, it was the reason why I went to college. And so now I'm heading back to maybe doing some coaching, maybe doing some swim safety courses, some helping other athletes find their purpose after their sport, because that's what I needed when I was ending graduation. I think swimming really shaped my mindset and who I am, and I also want to share that and give back.